Hey everybody, welcome back to the final episode for us in this particular series for Vermintide, and the reason I say it's the final one is because the most recent content patch dropped, and Vermintide 2 is already under heavy development. So this is, in all likelihood, the last content patch for Vermintide. So I'm really happy to close this off. I really am very happy with what Loon and me have done here, and bringing him in for the finale. What's up, Loon?
It's a dagger for Sienna. Now, universally, weapons that only hit one enemy are bad, except for the axes, because they're the axes and they do a lot of damage and they pierce armor. This is not a good weapon, because I was struggling this whole time to think, what is this giving me that the sword wasn't giving me, which hits 4 enemies. You only hit 1 enemy per light attack. The charge attack, as you see, creates this bubble that also sets every enemy around the target you hit with that bubble on fire. And the Flame Sword, I lambast, and the Flame Sword DOT damage over time there has never been good, and I'm still gonna maintain that. They said it was buffed in this one, but this is from Cataclysm damage. This dagger does hold its own against a wave. It also jives pretty well with the beam staff because they're both really fast weapons. But these are the only traits I would take. Earthing Rune Charge, because the charge attack functions like a shield bash. You hit everything with it if it's there. Dead Blow is always good in Bloodlust. Staff DOT will proc Bloodlust if you have the dagger equipped, so it's just good in general.
The biggest problem I had messing with this dagger was basically in any situation that was not as organized as the ones we have in these videos. Like, if you have multiple attack angles, it's very difficult to keep enemies in front of you taken care of, or control.
Sienna is not a melee powerhouse either. I mean, we've been over that as well.
We have, but
the melee weapon has to complement the staff.
Yeah.
And this one sort of does it well.
For beam staff, but I don't know.
I go with Conflag Beam Bolt. If you want to be a powerhouse in general with it, it takes a lot of niche situations.
I had a lot more luck keeping up with multiple attack angles just using the plain old sword.
Because, yeah, you can hit infinitely with this on the charge attack, but on the sword, as I said, Earthing Rune Charge is like the only thing for this weapon, because you don't want to hit one enemy over and over for minimal damage, and you got to be using your staff, because if you're going with Earthing Rune, you're going to spam the staff.
True story.
So with the sword, you'll hit 4 enemies per light swing, which is way faster than the dagger doing the charge attack thing is. It's a flashy weapon, it looks great, but I can't. The only thing I can say is it gives you staying power against Storm Vermin on its own if you don't want to use the staff or the mace. That's all it's giving you. That's all I have determined from this weapon.
That's pretty niche. That said, I mean, there are style points in this game. Like, the game has always looked amazing.
The pushing when you block is a forced push. Not bad.
Sienna Palpatine up in here. I can never hate that.
But if you've seen our past Sienna videos, you know how this goes. The melee complements the staff.
Not the other way around, which is what has always been the specific thing about Sienna.
She is the backbone of the party, the support member. She doesn't excel in anything, but she provides for everyone. That dagger release, that's all the weapons in Vermintide. 1 to be seen. Thank you very much for everything, for watching this series as long as you have, especially if you've still stuck around. There won't be a patch video because it's all menial stuff and they didn't even post patch notes. So, what do you think, cool guy?
Yeah, I've had an amazing time with Vermintide. I intend to continue to have an amazing time with Vermintide. And just so everybody knows, just to answer the question before it is asked, will we do Vermintide 2? Basically, my answer to that is the same answer that I've given to every other series we've been asked to do. If it is fun, we only do things that are mind-blowingly fun on this channel. That's the only way I've ever wanted to operate. So if Vermintide 2 is exactly as good as Vermintide 1, you can expect to see us back.